Hello fashion lovers, on today's tutorial we are making a beautiful maxi sleeveless dress, as you can see in the video, that can be styled on its own or with an after dress. If this is something you're interested in, you'll want to keep on watching. So to start off, I have about 2 yards of fabric here and my zipper, roller, scissors, tape, pins, and of course my measurement. So I'm just going to open this up right to the wrong side of the fabric, and remember, when you're sewing, the stretchy part should be used for the widest part of the body. That is the horizontal measurement. So yeah, I've gone ahead to fold it into 2 and into 2 again, which is 4 folds. As you can see, I folded the first part, which is the center back, and then I folded it in 4, which is the center front. So I'm just going to pin it down first because the fabric is not stable at all. It's kind of slippery. And I'm taking all my measurements from the center front, of course. So the first thing, I'm going to go in by half of the shoulder measurement. That is what I'm gonna hit to mark right there. I used 8 inches for this, and then I marked the neck width of 3.5 inches. I marked 4 inches at first, but I wanted the sleeve strap to be wider, so I made it 3.5. So that is the second mark you're seeing right there. So yeah, and then on the shoulder line, I came down by 1 inch for the shoulder slant. I'm just going to mark that right there also. And I'll use the ruler to connect this to the neck width. Next, I'm going to go down by the neck depth of 5 inches. So that is where I'm gonna head to mark right there. So I marked 5 inches for the neck depth, that is the front neck depth, and I extended by half an inch. And from that point, I also marked the bust point, and after the bust point, I marked the half measurement, and lastly the hip position or the hip line. And of course, from the hip line, the next line we have is the hem line. So I've already gone ahead to cut the fabric to the length of the dress I'm making, so we won't be marking the hem line. So I just extended the lines right there, the hip line, the half measurements, and the bust point. Next, I'm going to go up by 2 inches from the bust point to mark the chest line. So that is what I've done already. And I'll just go ahead to extend the lines also. After taking all the vertical positions, I'm going to go in by the round measurement on each of these lines. So on the chest line, I'm going to mark quarter of the chest measurement, that is chest measurement divided by 4, and I'll do same on the bust line, bust measurement divided by 4, and I'm going to just try to measure the neckline to the chest line to see how deep the armhole is going to be. So what I have is okay by me, so I'm just going to go ahead to create the armhole right now. But first, I'm going to extend the line and of course find the midpoint of that line and make a mark there. I'll go in by 1 inch on the mark I made, and then use the French curve or the ruler to just draw out a nice armhole right there. Next, I'm going to connect the two neck positions, that is the neck width to the neck depth. I'm going to use the French curve for this because I want to have that effect of oval shape. So yeah, I'm just going to connect it right there. Next, I'm going to go in by quarter of the half measurement, that is the round on the bust. I'm going to make a mark right there, and I'll connect all the dots using the pattern master. So you want to be careful on how you're going to place your pattern master at this point. You just do it as I'm doing in this video. I'll also go in by quarter of the hip measurement, so the round hip, and I'm going to connect it to the half measurement. And that is all I have. Now you can see what I have right there. And you can see that I didn't add any allowance to this, so I'm just going to do that right away. I'm going to add 1.5 inches to each of these points, right from the chest measurements down to the hip line. But on the hip you can make it 2 inches if you want, but in this case this fabric is kind of stretchy, so you don't need much allowance. It's just for ease, but it's actually not really needed. You can actually do it without even allowance. So yeah, I'm just going to extend the same measurement I have on the hip right down to the hemline. So that is what I'm doing right now. I'm extending exactly the same measurement that I have on the hip, on the line, on the hemline. So this is what you should have at the end of the day. Next, I'm going to cut the back neckline depth because the front and back neckline is not the same. So for the back neckline, I'm just going to make it of 3 inches for the neck depth, and I'll make a mark right there and connect it to the neck width. So yeah, this is all for the drafting of this dress. It's pretty much simple. Now let's go to the next, which is the cutting part of it. And lest I forget, you make sure to cut out the back neckline first and then separate the front from the back panel before cutting the front neckline. Very important. So yeah, that's what I've gone ahead to do, and I'm just going to cut out the rest of the dress. So I'm just doing exactly what I said. I'm separating the front from the back panel so I can cut out the front neckline. So yeah, I'm of course going to remove the pins first and do that right away. You make sure you align this first before you cut it out. Make sure you align it properly. So after cutting out the pieces, this is what I have at the end of the day. This is the front panel and the back panel. You can see the area I pinned out on the back panel, the open side of it. So I'm just going to run a stitch quickly at that part, and I'm going to place it afterwards right side facing right side on each other, and then I'll stick the shoulders with 1/2 inch and also the sides I'm going to run a stitch there also with 1/2 inch, and I will fold this hem of the neckline and the armhole and also the hemline, and that will be all for the sewing. So you see, it's pretty much easy. So thank you so much, guys. If you have watched to this point, you are the real Odogun. Please consider subscribing, liking, and dropping me a nice comment. I notice you guys don't comment at all. I wonder why, but please just comment. Maybe something you want me to do next, or question, or anything.
Sunrise sparkles on the dew, got my boots on, thinking of you. All these miles that stretch between distant towns and fields of green. Cornfields gold as your hair, winds whispering, I hear your prayer. Every twist and
So this is what we have at the end of the day. It's pretty much very easy, as I said, and it's nice. You can wear this on its own or with an after dress. That is all for this tutorial for today. Thank you so much for watching. And if you have watched to this point, please subscribe. Do not leave without subscribing. Also like this video so YouTube can recommend it. And I'll see you in the next class. Bye.